Tonight we're doing something different. I'm going to be reviewing the first, to my knowledge, theatrical horror release of 2026, We Bury the Dead. Normally I do streaming, but I'm going to try to make an effort to see some horror movies in the theater this year to hopefully encourage you to go to the movie theaters. The plot of it, we learned pretty quickly that there was an accidental detonation by the United States government of a new weapon off the coast of Tasmania, Australia. This thing had a destructive power equivalent of like a nuclear missile, except a nuclear bomb, except it wasn't radioactive, and it was accompanied by like an EMP, almost like an electrical wave that went through, and they basically say it short-circuited everyone's brain as it passed over and everyone dropped dead. Daisy Ridley's character's husband was down there somewhere doing some work, so she shows up as a volunteer with all these other people, and what their mission is to work with the military to go into each of these towns and pull these dead bodies out of their houses for the military to take care of them. They're told in their initial briefing, oh hey, apparently this electrical signal wasn't permanent with everyone because some of these people are starting to kind of wake back up. That leads me to another point. I came to a revelation watching this, and I've done several reviews that are involving zombies that aren't really zombies. So there are zombie movies, and then there are undead movies. This would be an undead movie. Because these things, as you saw in that opening clip, they're not human eating. They basically just kind of stand there and they're awake, and they look at you and they make that fucking creepy teeth grinding sound. And they explain that the longer that some of the ones that have been awake the longest are starting to get agitated and get a little bit aggressive. And then things happen from there. And I will tell you right away, this was a slower burning film than I was expecting. In some ways I was disappointed because the foundation was there for some really scary shit for the whole movie. And there are some really creepy scenes in this film, one of which was that opening clip. But a lot of it is just like grief and her sadness and a lot of flashbacks to her husband and what their life was together, and just kind of establishing her character more. I wish there would have been less of that emotional stuff and more focus on the horror side of this. But all in all, having said that, it was a good movie and it was worth seeing. Grade-wise for me on this film, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 because, again, it was well acted. The cinematography was beautiful. I like the originality that they did with the undead component of how this was done and the whole point of these people going and cleaning up bodies. That's all I'm saying about We Bury the Dead. Until next time, stay weird. Thank you for watching me, and I will see you again tomorrow for another horror review.